Hey guys, down here inside Captain Eric YT channel, and today we are going to be watching the first PV of Dead Alive's Season 4 trailer in 0.25 second to covering all the detail as much as possible. Without any further ado, let's just dive. Let's just go. Set playback speed, quality high as hell. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, and now we will begin. So first off, in the beginning of this trailer, we have the 10th anniversary logo of Dead Alive. And then once we move on, it immediately cut to the scene. Cut to this scene where Shido Isuka find Nia at somewhere in Tinkun City, I don't know where, clearly, but from this expectation, I believe that basically this scene is like Shido find her in the middle of nowhere in Tinkun City, and then and then in this scene you can see her left. Let me just move my mouse. So here. So she's moving her mouth. Basically, I think according to the light novel, I think she is trying to tell him to help her get her home, because she lives in like a flat, an apartment flat, I think. According to the light novel, that is. So then come this another scene where she revealed herself to Shido that she is a spirit. And according to the background, if you can see the background on this scene, basically is at her place. At her place. As you can see on the background, you can see some bookshelves, and basically it's her place. She lives in like this apartment place. If we compare this to the original, you can see that they have perfectly matched this with the picture as shown here, completely in all design, except for her top over here, which seems to be smaller but longer at the same time, and we couldn't really see on top of this. And after that, we cut onto this scene where she say, "Wasn't it your job to make the spirits fall for you?" I'm guessing this line, from what I understand, I think Nia is telling Shido that wasn't it your job to make the spirits fall for you at some point in time in the light novel. I cannot remember when, but I know she says something like that. I kind of recalled it. Is it playing? Hold on. Hold on. Ah. And then cut to this scene where Toga is worrying for Shido because, as you can see, Shido seems to be acting concerning. And according to the background, as we see here, it seems like they are at school, at Bryson High School. And then cut to this scene where Nia is working on her manga project. Basically, what she's wearing in this scene here is actually a maid costume from this particular picture that I'm showing you guys right now. Yeah, but the detail, I would say they're not really the same as I expected though, but maybe they will improve that in the future, I believe. Other than that, I really don't think anything else really important. Which is then cut to this scene. In this particular back room, Meek is actually. Let me just play it for you guys real quick. Basically, they're having in the light novel. They're having like this meeting because they have to make a manga to compete against Nia. So that's why all the spirit they all come together in this room at Miku's house. And we have this scene. I honestly do not know what this scene represents though, but we have Natsumi is blushing. I'm guessing the background is from Miku's place, but I'm not so sure. I'm guessing this is the part where Shido trying to impress Natsumi with something. And moving on. In this scene comes Yoshino, which literally I immediately spot this. You see, she has a black eye. Basically, she doesn't sleep much because that makes sense actually, because in the light novel, all the spirit and Shido has to spend the whole night trying to make manga. So basically, they spent the whole night making manga just to compete with her. Judging from the background, I think that's Miku's place. Other than that, I don't know. And then come this scene where Kurumi came out of the portal. And then this is interesting. Hold on. She came out of the portal. And then she literally did a 360 rotation. Over here is her left hand. And then pretty soon comes another scene with the right hand. So basically, judging from this appearance, she rotated herself clockwise 360 degrees. And then cut to this scene is the DAM facility somewhere probably in Tiangu City. We have the first explosion, and then we have another explosion, and cut to this scene where a bunch of Kurumi clone army come and invaded this facility. And then in this scene, I'm guessing it's some sort of a lab. And then we have two scientists actually, one here and then the other one down here. We have a bunch of fire spread. And then the security guard with I'm guessing that's X46 assault rifle gun. And then Kurumi immediately. Let me slow that down for you guys. Kurumi literally just fly in and just. So basically, she just doesn't care. She just flies in and chokes the security guard. And then come to this scene where Nia summoned her angel. I forgot the name. Hold on. What's the name again? Basically, her angel name is Rachel, but I honestly do not know if I said it correctly or not, but I'm just gonna keep it that way. Let's continue. So she summoned her angel, yes. And then we cut to this scene where Kurumi is talking. I'm guessing, I'm not even guessing right now. Basically, in the light novel, she is talking to her clone, and maybe, basically, she's trying to reconsider her life choices on trying to kill Mio in the upcoming season of their life, which I presume it could be season 5 or 6. But that's gonna be a whole nother story. And then we come to this scene of Nia. Do I pronounce her name correctly? I don't know. So I'm guessing this scene is also related to the part where she revealed herself as a spirit to Shido. And then cut to this. Whoops. Okay, there you go. Cut to this scene where Toga is on her honor dress with her thunderphone and started to charging. I'm guessing from the look on the background, I'm guessing that they're in space. Basically, because in the light novel, they have to fight in space as well. Basically, space fight. Okay, let's continue. There's not really that much of a detail in this one, so let's just continue. And then cut to Westcourt. And then cut to Kotori, who is not in the Rotator ship. What is that name? I don't know, I haven't watched this anime in a long time now. I need to go and do rewatch after this. And then this scene came. This is actually the inverse form of Nia, actually. The beginning of the inverse form of Nia. As you can see, this red blood here represents her blood according to this picture that I'm showing you right now. Then cut to this scene where Shido is seemingly lying in a hospital bed. And this makes sense. I'm guessing this, well, according to the light novel, the whole aftermath of the inverse form of Nia is the part where he ends up in a hospital bed. I wouldn't say it's a hospital bed, but I'm just gonna point that out. And then cut to the next scene. Cut to the next scene. Muguro, the space spirit. Well, come to this scene where Muguro is seemingly opening her eyes. And pretty much that ended the trailer. And then the rest are just some random information. The cast, the novel, and the release date of 2022. Pretty much that's it. There's nothing that special. I mean, that's pretty much all the detail that we have uncovered today. Just stop the share. Well, let's just say I am pretty excited though. The music for this trailer is good, and I couldn't even agree more. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.